May have seen that the Hong Kong Monetary Authority has opened its supervisory incubator for the Dispersed Ledger Technology Initiative to help banks start using dispersed ledger creation. This is for sure crazy. This is one of the craziest stories I've seen in the last, year. I just want to say this, and it's not even close to the real headline. The location is about where we are now. And concerning this cycle, this whole market, if you will, we are going to talk about it. We need to deal with it because it's important. So with that out of the way, welcome to the channel, everyone. Johnny's my name. For people who are new to the channel, I hope that by the end of this video, you have become a subscriber, which brings us to the question of what's so strange about this post? Why are banks ready to adopt DLT? And why are respectable government agencies, in this case, the police, right? It is the Hong Kong Monetary Authority's job to help banks accept DLT. This is what they're doing because the age is so useful. And a big change in recreation, it's something I've said many times, the banks aren't going to do nothing while DLT keeps growing. They are going to be forced to either do it or die. That's it. Now, why do I think this news, even though it's pretty big, is so far from the truth that banks are now ready to use DLT? The name is Hong Kong Monetary Authority. The Hong Kong Monetary Authority isn't a new name in the tech world. Going all the way back to May 2023, Ripple, to show tokenization and HKMAFKD pilot software, the use of new CBDC platform, tokenized real estate assets can be used in retail situations, and Ripple's new CBDC product can also be used to release stock in these assets. So why is that so important? What permits reflect on this being thought about? So if the Hong Kong Monetary Authority is now looking into how to help banks use DLT, if you didn't know, this is digital currency. All the banks in the Hong Kong area might be using the CBDC. This is because the Hong Kong Monetary Authority is calling on Ripple for this, hypothetical EHKD pilot application. This means that all of these banks might have to use Ripple for either the CBDC product itself or even the scam, or their Ripple payments platform or their Ripple custody platform, both of which use DOT, the XRP system. This is why I find this very exciting. Also, if we break this down by time period, there was a video from May 2023 that said, our rules may be tight. This means that they were looking at all the players in the space and had their sights set on Ripple. Since Ripple has been very good about following the rules, even though there has been an SEC lawsuit going around about Ripple, people in these parts of the world know what a big fun story the SEC is and has been. But once more, we will pay attention to those connections and bulletins because they are very important to some of the later ones, like this one. As an added bonus, we have here from August 2, 2023, Shuburn Bank Ripple will use HKCBDC in a pilot project to tokenize real estate. Okay, you might be asking, Nick, isn't this the same thing from over here? Technically, it's not, because if we look at this carefully, we should be able to find some records about it. This is a bank or credit union. It's not just the Hong Kong Monetary Authority. It's a bank. Shuburn Bank, in this case, is announcing plans to use the XRP ledger for this test project to tokenize real estate. Besides that, we also have why a CBDC is helpful for buying expensive things, and we were given a full explanation of this, especially when it comes to banks like the Bank of England with the result of Project Meridian. This is more like a delivery agreement than a payment plan. But besides that, I think there's also the whole test being talked about when it comes to Hong Kong's fast charge machine and how it will appeal to customers and convince them of the benefits of a CBDC. The HKMA also needs to add price use cases, and Ripple has a strong desire for this to happen. At the very top of this, we see that Hex Trust works with Ripple and Shuburn Bank in the HKMA EHKD test software. That was from November 2nd. That is true with Hex Trust, though. And in case you guys do not know about Hex Trust, you must, because that is a completely big player in Singapore, Hong Kong, Dubai, Italy, or even Vietnam. And additionally, They have a ton of traders behind them, some of the biggest names, which you guys probably already are privy to. In this case, you can read about them right here. For instance, the BCW is a huge one. We additionally have Hash Keon right here from Bushi Capital. A number of well-known names are linked to Hex Trust. Additionally, this is another company that looked into supply chain use cases with Ripple using the XRP platform. That's why we need to pay attention to them. Though we also think about some extra links that Ripple makes with some very large banks that may already be using DLT. Think about DZ Bank. This was posted on January 8th, which means that XRP can settle any two assets. It is the best cash for bridges. According to David Schwartz, when you use tokenization, you won't just want your things to sit on a chain. No matter what the case is, you will have to buy, sell, exchange, or switch. And XRP is a great asset to use as the payment asset. Even with the stablecoin, DZ Bank and HSBC's unified platform lets RUSD and stablecoins be used for quick builds by connecting blockchains. In traditional finance, Medico makes sure of custody and compliance with Chainlink. It also makes sure of fax accuracy with the streamlined move border bills and makes tokenized assets easily available and safe for institutional economic systems. Thanks a lot, Mr. Mannix, RP. It is clear that he is referring to the DZ Bank statement in the phrases of the purchaser highlight. But try this out. Basically, take a look at what you know, thus you must have. And I believe that paradigm shifts happen in 3 stages, right? So those of you who get the means to switch between the old and new